The Supreme Court rules that the practice of red baiting or red tagging is connected to the use of threats and intimidation, putting the labeled individual at risk of enforced disappearance or extrajudicial killing. In the landmark decision written by Associate Justice Rodil Zalameda, the High Court says that inherent to the practice of red tagging was the use of threats and intimidation to discourage subversive activities. But it says being associated with communists or terrorists could make a red-tagged individual a target of vigilantes, paramilitary groups, or even state agents. In a 39-page decision, the Supreme Court says a writ of amparo becomes necessary in this situation. A writ of amparo is a remedy available to any person whose right to life, liberty, and security has been violated or is threatened with violation by an unlawful act or omission of a public official or employee or of a private individual. The Supreme Court's pronouncement is contained in its ruling on the case of Sigfred De Duro, an activist and the vice president for the Visayas for both Bayan Muna Party List Group and the Makabayan Coalition. De Duro filed a petition for a writ of amparo before the Iloilo Regional Trial Court, alleging that he was red-tagged by the military, which accused him of being a ranking member of the Communist Party of the Philippines, New People's Army. However, the Iloilo Court dismissed his petition, finding his allegations of red-tagging insufficient to be considered a threat to his life, liberty, and property. The case was elevated to the Supreme Court. In its decision, the Supreme Court is requiring the Iloilo Court to conduct a summary hearing. The Supreme Court reminds judges to be mindful of the different power dynamics in their assessment of an actual or future threat to a petitioner's life, as well as in their evaluation of the existence of substantial evidence to support a grant of the privilege of a writ of amparo. It adds that a refusal to acknowledge this reality leads to the denial of protection.